Hi guys, I'm Shaunak Shetty. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Phygitalize. At Phygitalize, we are trying to enable Web2 applications to have Web3 capabilities. We believe this will lead to like wide-scale onboarding of creators. I'm going to run you through a little story. When I was a child, I remember content curation was very limited to two platforms. It was always Facebook and YouTube. And then we started seeing these content curation platforms like Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and these really gave rise to the whole creator economy. So creators created content that we love, and in turn, we supported them back through platforms like Substack, Patreon, and even OnlyFans. But now we are at that inflection point where we see that more of our social interactions are going to be happening on the metaverse. And we, as technologists, it's our imperative to make that future happen. And for that to happen, we have to make it more easy for creators to be able to create that. Now, Web2 had several forms of content, but it still failed to really give creators the ability to monetize themselves. And Web3 is addressing those. Now, the whole market size is absolutely huge. It's going to affect artists, influencers, creators, podcasters, anyone who creates content which stands to benefit from this technology. Now, and the market sizes are absolutely huge that we're targeting. Now, with Web2, we started seeing these problems. I'm sure majority of you know it, but a creator sitting in basically India was not able to monetize himself the same way as someone sitting in North America. Now, Web3 is addressing those things with decentralization and many other things, but it has created its own set of challenges. Now, with NFTs comes its own set of technological hurdles that you have to jump through. And like while we were building it out, did we not stop to think, would creators actually be able to do this? Now, creators are not really technologically savvy people. So let's go through the journey of a creator, how he has to do these things. First, the creator has to set up a crypto wallet. Then he has to fund it with cryptocurrency to pay for gas fees or transaction fees. Then he has to figure out the minting process, either by using command prompt or an SDK documentation or using third-party applications. The process is far from straightforward. Now, he could also, even after he mints the NFT, he still has to figure out which blockchain to use, which NFT marketplace to list it on to further his chances of making a sale. Now, these hurdles lead to a lot of frustration, even for seasoned creators. And that's where Phygitalize comes in. We at Phygitalize have built a solution that addresses the ease of access to Web3. Our technology allows creators to mint NFTs inside creative platforms that they already love and adore, like Adobe Creative Cloud, Canva, Figma. These are applications that every single creator uses on a daily basis. We take care of the wallet creation part. We take care of the gas fees. We even provide a simple option to list it on popular NFT marketplaces. And this entire tech has been patented. So as the product evolves, we are going to be offering more solutions for the creators so that the creator can actually have a better chance of monetizing his content. This in turn, having with the feedback loop, we are calling it more of a supply chain of digital assets. If you go into our patent, you'll be able to learn more into it. Now, the response that we received from the market has been absolutely overwhelming. We have more than 1,000 plus creators on our waitlist, many of whom have tested the product and they love it. Many of these creators are award-winning artists who work for major brands. Now, why did we choose these artists in a private beta? Is because business development is more of a relationship building exercise and we needed to get our foot in the door. So we have really hustled our way into it. Now we are talking about taking a lot of the Web2 solutions and taking the Web3 solutions and bridging them all together to have a seamless transition. This might seem like a behemoth of a task, but we do feel like we're the best team to deliver it. I, Shaunak Shetty, I've been in the Web3 and crypto space for more than 10 years. My background is in law, finance, cybersecurity, and data privacy. I ran a crypto hedge fund called 618 Capital. We grew our AUM to $2 million. For the last 3 years, I've been involved with several NFT projects. Some of them have done really well. My co-founder, Jat, he's been in the tech space since 25 years, worked at IBM for 10, worked at several Fortune 500 companies. He entered this tech space when internet was more of just brochure pages. It was really Web 1 back then. So, sorry, is someone talking? Okay, so yeah, so he ended up creating a lot of companies and he successfully exited three of them. Intercept was acquired by McAfee, Ironport was acquired by Cisco, and Opsware. The story behind Opsware is that it used to be called LoudCloud. LoudCloud was started by Andreessen and Horowitz. Jat was the third person they hired. It got rebranded to Opsware and it got acquired by HP. His total exit stand at $2.6 billion. Now, why am I talking about this is because I want to emphasize on the point that we have strong domain experience. We also have experience running 5-man startups all the way to enterprises and then exits in the form of IPOs and M&As. We've been backed by some key players in the ecosystem. Our Santosh Panda from Foundership is obviously there. Now we have a certain insight why we think we are entering the market at the right time. We've been seeing that since December, NFT volume has been growing 3 digits month on month. And we have the best team, we have the best product, we are entering the market at the right time, so we're bound to succeed. Now, how from a creator's point of view, this is what it'll look like. He can probably access one of his everyday applications. It could be Adobe Photoshop. They're very much used to pressing file, they press export. Usually they press export as NFT. Right under it, there will be a button called export as NFT. Now, just by putting the button right there, it's going to lead to widespread adoption because a lot of people who never knew about NFTs are going to be able to access it. Since we take care of the crypto wallets, we take care of the gas fees, the transition to Web3 is going to be seamless. All they have to do is enter the details of the NFT, press save, and voila, the NFT is minted. It will show up on OpenSea. In terms of the business model, we spoke to a lot of creators and we realized creators are ICP, our creators are not people who really want to pay money upfront. So we are adding a 2.5% creator royalty. After speaking to our creators, we believe that this is a fair amount. Since we are saving them time and a lot of effort, we've also spoken to brands and we realized that we'll have to do different B2B licensing agreements with them. Once our product is really evolved and we can really better the chances of our users making a sale, we'll be going into a subscription model. Now, our GTM could not be encompassed here. So while in the initial days, probably 6 to 10 months, we'll be going in the more PLG method where it's going to be more of outbound. We want to get a lot of users onboarded. We want quantitative data. And then we're going to be moving into the CLG method where we build a community out. And it's going to be more of inbound and outbound. And once we build a strong community, we're going to get a lot of qualitative data, which we use to further improve our product. Now, the insight here is that we see that majority of Web3 projects fail at this one point where they apply the CLG method first. And the problem with that is building a community takes a lot of time. And that's where they usually just see that it's not working and they give up. So we in tandem are using the PLG method and then the CLG. We have started raising, it's been about 10 days that we've been raising, and we are already in due diligence phase with 2 firms, and just tech diligence is left with 1 firm.